This is Dr. Realsteen, and I would like to put forth my invention that will save the lives of young men all over the world. Men all over the world who visit nightclubs and lounges, I am looking out for you, and I desperately want to help. This is why I am unveiling my fantastic new product, the Masturbation Station. Let's face it, nightclubs are delusionary settings which are designed to confuse the young, hormone and alcohol-laced male mind. The dark setting, loud music, the flashing lights, all while being surrounded by scantily clad young ladies with caked-on makeup, wearing push-up bras to make their breasts look bigger, high heels to make them look taller, and hair extensions to make their hair look longer and wavier, is not reality. And the young mind gets caught up in this trance and does not know how to defend itself. The obscuring of the lines of reality and fantasy that occurs to our young men in these types of settings on weekend nights has caused them to get into a lot of trouble. Lost money, wasted time and energy, and a lifetime of regret are what these young men end up putting themselves through. But it is okay, as there is now a mechanism to fight back against this existential enemy, and that is the Masturbation Station. The root of all male difficulties and problematic behavior which results in detrimental consequences is the buildup and lack of release of hormonal energy and testosterone. Wrap this up in a low-light setting with scantily clad women who look prettier and more endowed than they really are, all through the eyes of a hormonal and alcohol-stained mind, and mistakes are naturally made. Men spending their hard-earned money on drinks for girls who they think are 7 or 8 out of 10, but are really 5 or 6 tops. Men building up courage and formulating a game plan on how to approach and build attraction with a random girl through a cold approach whom he thought was gorgeous in the club, but in the sunlight with no makeup would be average at best. Or even worse, men who have put in the hard work and money in taking a girl home who they think is a young Marilyn, but when they wake up the next morning, or even worse, when they get home and the lights are turned on, they are actually more Courtney Love than Marilyn. People have been hurt, and the buck stops here. As a street doctor, I have advised many men who are addicted to strip clubs, or worse, to paying for sex, to, instead of going straight to these places and indulging headfirst into their desires, to sit on the decision for a moment. Take the time to rub one out and clean the pipes, and then decide if you want to see that lap dancer you like who charges $100 a dance, or your favorite escort who will cost you $350 by the hour. This technique has saved many men a lot of money and precious hours of wasted energy. This principle needs to be implemented in our nightclubs and lounges. Every male washroom should come equipped with a masturbation station for men to relieve their built-up hormonal tension and allow them to go back into the battlefield with their defenses fully erect, not their penises. Masturbation and release of tension has what I call the Wizard of Oz effect on the male mind. After release, what was black and white is now color. What was beautiful becomes mediocre. What was skinny becomes fat. And what was seen as worth your time is now correctly seen as a waste of energy. The Masturbation Station permits release, which gifts men the ability to see the world around them for what it really is. It cuts through the mirage of alcohol, low lights, loud music, makeup, and complimentary accessories like a hot knife through soft butter. With masturbation stations, hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars per year are saved by men from buying drinks for undeserving girls. Effort can be focused on worthy targets, and regret that sometimes last lifetimes are no longer a reality. These stations not only help in avoiding regrettable and costly scenarios, it also serves as an aid to situations in which it behooves you to be operating in top gear. If you are engaged in attraction escalation with a pretty young lady who is legitimately pretty after masturbation station therapy, it will allow you to interact and build attraction in a much more potent manner. If you are speaking to a pretty girl in a nightclub or lounge setting, and you have used the masturbation station to cleanse you of your hormones and testosterone which impede your view on reality, with this cleanse you will be more relaxed, cool, calculated, and most importantly, more detached when interacting, which, if there was no masturbation station cleanse, would not be possible. Without this cleanse, you would treat this person with more reverence and respect than she actually deserves. Therefore, you will be more nervous in interaction and less likely to make a positive impact. Hormones, testosterone, alcohol, made-up women, and nightclubs are a highly extricable amalgamation. The only defense against this vicious and relentless attack is the cleanse offered by masturbation stations. Only when you gain clarity can you evade these avoidable mistakes. Now, I am a street doctor, and I know that nightclubs and lounges would never allow this to happen. They need men in their establishments fully turned on and confused in order to build engagement and increase profits. It is not in their best interest as a business to do this. But this is in the best interest of men everywhere, and we need to band together and protect our fellow brothers. How many dollars must be lost? How many wasted cold approaches must be made? How many guys taking home fat chicks who looked thinner in black clothes under the dark lights while they were fully testosterone charged must suffer before we call for change? The future is a masturbation station in every male washroom in every nightclub and lounge in the world. Together we can save each other. Call your local nightclub and demand they put in Dr. Realsteen's patented masturbation station now.